sentences to create a scene. They will start a scene and then they will reach for one and read it, and then they'll have to justify it and incorporate it into their scene. So for this, let's give them some sort of a 20th century historical event.
The invasion of Poland in 1939.
All right. Invasion of Poland in 1939 by Germany, I take it?
Sure.
All right.
My darling, I'm very afraid for us because the Germans are coming to invade our country. What are we going to do?
I don't know. I think we should run.
Well, I would like to run, but I have this bum leg, and it would be so very hard to get there. You know, the gangrene did start to set in since I stepped on a nail.
Oh, it's been looking really strange lately. I mean, all I've been thinking is, act out the 5 worst things to find in your trunk. That might help heal you.
Okay, I will think that through. The 5 worst things to find in my trunk. I open up my trunk. I find a rotting loaf of bread with maggots crawling around it. I find out that my great-grandmother's Bible has now been invaded by water and is moldy all over the place, and I no longer have family heirloom. The third thing that I find in my trunk is how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Well, if you hadn't kicked the woodchuck out of the house last month, we could have found out. But I wanted to keep it. But your leg got in the way. You kept kicking it.
Yes, I was trying to catch it so we could eat him.
Oh my gosh.
We haven't had meat in this house for weeks.
Well, what are the other 2 things in the trunk?
Okay, so
Then we can take it with us.
the next thing, it would be horrible if my favorite hunting jacket somehow had been eaten by moths. That would be horrendous. And finally, the last thing, if anything were to happen to our wedding book from Warsaw, I would just die. I would die. You're right, we must run. Even with my bum leg.
I agree. We take the wedding book and say, be afraid. Be very afraid.
I am already afraid. Nazis are coming. Nazis are coming, and all I can think to myself is, George Costanza, how in the heavens did you get him to sell you that soup?
I don't know, but it didn't happen.
I've been waiting in that line, and stupid German, stupid Nazis say, nothing for you.
And I'm sorry I ate it all. I thought you got some when you brought it back, but...
No, that's why I was trying to catch woodchuck.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think our plan needs to be, what is your policy towards ISIS in Iraq/Syria? That's going to be the way we get out of here, if you figure out the answer to that question.
ISIS was Egyptian goddess, yes?
Yes.
So
yes.
Iraq. Now, is that called Persia?
Did you
Because
just say